Hello everyone and welcome back to another AFK journey video. So we have another trailer to react to. It is the MEHIRA skill trailer. This is the first look we're gonna have at the skills of MEHIRA. This is important. Let's go ahead and break it down.
Let's celebrate. Just you and me.
Now you're talking! Wait a sec. This smells like one of
So she has a range of 3, which is kind of like lowish on the range side.
your little games, MEHIRA. Always digging inside people's heads, making them lose themselves in twisted desires. Nice try, but I'm not.
And like predicted, specialization in AFK stages and arena, so definitely I'm looking to see like a crowd control oriented hero, probably not with great single target damage for Dream Realm, for example. She has synergy with other strong PvP heroes like Kulu and Siren, but also crowd control heroes like Caroline and Arden.
Fighting. You with me, Boom Boom? Boom Boom? Oh, come on. You fell for it? Ugh, forget it. Time to see what MEHIRA can really do. When MEHIRA unleashes her ultimate, she marks a target area with her kiss, striking all enemies within it multiple times. Those hit by the last strike will be charmed for a short period of time.
Okay, so she has a charm attached to her ultimate. It will deal damage into an area, pretty wide area, and the final strike of that damage, if hitting an enemy target, it will charm them, and they will start attacking each other and crowd controlling them, basically.
Many have fallen for that kiss, chasing after the empty bliss it leaves behind.
And the charm seems to last for 3 to 4 seconds, not like a really long duration, however, definitely not a short duration either, and the range seems pretty wide, kind of like an Iron ultimate of her ultimate as well.
And MEHIRA takes immense pleasure in that. When she cracks her whip, she lashes out at everyone in front of her, friend or foe. Each lash inflicts some health loss.
HP loss damage. Okay, so even though they haven't tagged her as Dream Realm, HP loss is a key word for Dream Realm endless bosses, because that is the purest form of damage for endless difficulty of Dream Realm bosses, which bypasses every sort of defenses, damage reduction, everything. So we'll have to see her multipliers, but that is something that, I don't know, potentially, even though she seems to be geared towards AFK stages and also PvP with her crowd control, which of course cannot impact bosses, whenever there's a hero with HP loss, you have to consider the possibility of some Dream Realm usage.
If she hits an ally, though, she also gives them a temporary haste boost as compensation.
Okay, when she hits an ally, it will give them a haste boost, which increases basically attack speed and lowers their cooldown of their skills, which can also be interesting and even actually helpful for Dream Realm, although you're usually running the twins in Dream Realm who definitely cover a huge amount of haste buff to your allies, and so haste has diminishing returns, so further haste buffing is not very valuable. However, I think definitely, at least for Ravage Realm, she's probably going to be a beast because she has HP loss damage, she has haste buffing, depending on which faction she's added to. She could be really good for Ravage Realm.
MEHIRA reads people like an open book and knows exactly what they want even before they do. And rumor has it, her charms go even further. She can conjure an illusion to bewitch every enemy on the battlefield.
Look at the duration of that. And this is going to be like her skill 3 or something. This is not even her exclusive skill, which means she may be a 1-copy wonder hero. Because a 1-copy hero, she's going to have her ultimate, which has a charm. She's going to have this Alluring Mirage skill, which has a huge long duration charm and attached to her skill. This is exactly what I wanted to see for MEHIRA for PvP dominance. Because like, if she is only an ultimate based hero for PvP, that is not good enough. Because, you know, we have Dunlinger, we have Lily May, but the fact that she has a really powerful charm for a long duration on her skill is crazy. MEHIRA summons an illusion of herself on the tile closest to the enemy lineup, bewitching all enemies and making them rush so every single enemy on the battlefield is not even going to be a range to it. They all rush mindlessly toward the illusion for a while, and that was long lasting. And also, they just seem like they cannot attack. I don't know if range heroes can attack. If we just watch this back.
Once they're under her spell, they'll throw themselves at her illusion like moths to a flame.
Yeah, look, there were long-range targets who were attacking her, and now they're just running aimlessly. That's crazy. Because, like, you know, when you have Iron crowd controls enemies and immobilizes them, but they're still able to attack a target, right? Even through immobilization if they're a ranged hero. Here, they just cannot do anything. They're made basically useless for this duration.
When a battle starts, she'll summon her illusion on a symmetrical tile across
When a battle starts, she summons an illusion on a symmetrical toss. She is going to be broken. This is broken for PvP. This is more than I was even expecting and hoping for her use in PvP, because she's going to have like this charm on all enemy heroes at the beginning of the match. I don't know if unaffected can deny this. I don't know about that. We'll have to see whether unaffected heroes will be charmable here. But for all other heroes, they're going to run aimlessly towards this target. It's a pretty long duration, and it's just giving your team such a huge advantage. Like, for this duration, you could kill a couple of heroes while they're just running towards her charm, and this is immediately at the beginning of the battle.
From where she stands, MEHIRA knows that people will throw their lives down for her. With that kind of magical charm, she's never in short supply of loyal familiars. At the start of battle, she summons several familiars to surround her.
Okay, I mean, I'm not very impressed by this exclusive skill, just like it seems like a bit of bonus damage. We need to see what exactly utility these things provide, these familiars provide.
Every so often, these familiars will also attack enemies. If MEHIRA takes a hit that drops her health below a certain level, she'll sacrifice one of her familiars to nullify.
Wow, okay, this is the survival that she needed for her kit. So this is the value of her exclusive skill. This is crazy. In PvP, she's gonna have a charm right at the beginning of the match, seems long duration, and it pulls everyone. Everyone is gonna be running towards that location. They're not able to attack. I don't know if unaffected is gonna bypass this. It very well could. Unaffected probably could be a way of countering that. But then on top of that, she has survival in her kit. Her familiars are gonna take basically, yeah, when her HP drops below a certain level, the familiar is going to block the damage and be sacrificed, and then the enemies are going to lose focus. The aggro is going to shift onto a different target. She's going to be untargetable for a while, and she instantly recovers a portion of her maximum health.
She then becomes untargetable for a period of time and recovers a portion of her max health. Looks like those familiars are more than happy to die for their mistress. No wonder.
And how many of them does she have? Because it looks like there are 3 or 4 different things shooting out from her. I don't know if that's how many basically lives she has. It reminds me a lot of Tassi, basically. That survival that Tassi has.
People say she's one of the toughest Hypogeans to deal with. She can charm, control, and keep the whole battlefield dancing.
Bewitching illusion is the most despicable skill. This is a beast of a skill, and the fact that it isn't tied to exclusive equipment, it means that one copy she's going to be able to get that value as long as she's able to survive. I think for AFK stages there could be use of her even at one copy with that immediate charm, and then also her ultimate if she can survive up until then. And but the problem is a lot of her survivability comes from her exclusive skill and having the familiar sacrifice themselves. And so yeah, ideally, obviously, you would want her at Mythic Plus, but yeah.
Sing to her tune, while her whip makes sure
Look at the duration of that charm.
they like it. Her familiars act as both sword and shield, striking down enemies and even throwing their lives away to keep her standing. MEHIRA does it all. Damage, control, buffs, healing. She's effective in almost any situation. Her illusion keeps the entire enemy team under control, making it easy to set up combos when paired with other control heroes. When an enemy falls under her control, AoE damage dealers can jump in to deliver devastating damage. And those loyal familiars will be at her side, aiding her attacks and shielding her from fatal blows. Honestly...
Yeah, like, look at it. You charm them, Athalia jumps in and nukes all of them, and, like, you're just gonna have a 4-second advantage compared to the opponent. In PvP, MEHIRA is gonna be top tier. Like, already from what I've seen, seems like she's going to be a top tier hero for regular arena and also Supreme Arena. And in AFK stages, I think she could even potentially be the new Iron. Of course, Iron is still really strong and has great synergy with Ulmus, but MEHIRA is basically the Celestial Hypogean equivalent of Iron.
You don't get how dangerous MEHIRA really is until you felt her charm for yourself. Boom Boom, you're finally awake! 1 minute you're buttering me up, the next you're practically drooling over MEHIRA like some lovesick puppy. You go run into her again, I'll blast some sense into you. And hey, you're technically a familiar too. Maybe I should sacrifice you like MEHIRA does hers. How'd you like that, huh?
So Kulu was narrating this trailer, of course, and Kulu's Boom Boom is her familiar, and MEHIRA's familiar are going to be these little sort of bat type things. Okay, so overall, MEHIRA is honestly pretty crazy. Definitely for PvP, I think she is going to change the meta and being a top tier option on regular arena defense, and in Supreme Arena, definitely you'll always be able to work out a team with her. The fact that she has a charm from the beginning of the match, which is not tied to her ultimate, is just going to be a skill that is so powerful because it's going to bypass Dunlinger's Bell of Order, is going to bypass Lily May interruption. That is absolutely essential. And so if you're running a hero like MEHIRA, Saida, Athalia, Dunlinger on your team, like, I mean, is basically going to be the unbeatable squad at this point. And so MEHIRA is absolutely a beast for PvP. There's no question in my mind she's going to be top tier. For AFK stages as well, I think she is going to be very good. She is basically, in my mind, the Celestial Hypogean version of Iron, because she has a charm tied to her ultimate on the final blow. The whole radius of that charm damage is like basically similar to Iron's ultimate range. Also, she has that charm at the beginning of the match, which is like 4 seconds or maybe 5 seconds of just huge value for your team to just get set up and basically protect your allies from any damage. So I think the only major counter to MEHIRA would be Unaffected. I do think Unaffected probably is going to be able to resist the charm of MEHIRA, and that is basically the way that you will want to get around her, even in PvP as well. So like, you know, in Lightning Spell, or just a hero like who cannot be controlled at the beginning. But there aren't that many heroes like that, and usually you do have to rely on an artifact. And if, for example, you run Siren plus MEHIRA together, you're blocking out the enemy's artifact, and then how are they going to resist your charm? So MEHIRA overall, I'm really excited for. AFK stages, probably going to be a beast. PvP, definitely, I can say 99% is going to be top tier. For a Dream Realm, I think very unlikely she will be good, but for Ravage Realm, I think she's going to be great because she does have HP loss damage on one of her skills. We don't know the multiplier of it, and of course, if it has some ridiculously high multiplier, there is a potential she could be good for even regular Dream Realm Endless bosses, but I think they're probably just making her to be an AFK stage and PvP hero. I think it would just be completely busted if they also give her huge HP loss damage and make her also Dream Realm. Because definitely her whole kit is geared towards the other two modes, not for Dream Realm. But if her HP loss multipliers are really high, that's just going to be crazy, because then she can also be good for Dream Realm. She does have a haste buff to allies, which is really interesting. We already have the twins who provide a great haste buff, so we don't really need more haste stacking on top of that. But for Ravage Realm, like I said, I think that haste buff is going to be really crucial, and her HP loss. So for Ravage Realm, PvP, AFK stages, no question in my mind she is going to be meta. But for Dream Realm Endless bosses, I don't really think she's probably going to have high enough multipliers to actually make her meta on an HP loss damage, but who knows? We don't know what the developers have planned with MEHIRA. So anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. Let me know your thoughts about MEHIRA in the comment section down below. Are you planning to recruit for her? Is there anything else that I missed in this video? Feel free to share it down below. But thanks for watching, guys. I'll hopefully see you in the next video. If you're not already a member of my AFK Journey Discord server, please join that. There is a link to that in the description of this video. We talk about everything related to AFK Journey there. I look forward to seeing you there. Also, if you think about making a purchase in AFK Journey, please use my affiliate link for the official Farlight store. There is a link to that in the description of this video and a pinned comment. This is the best way you can support me and also gain 5% bonus dragon crystals on your purchase. So thanks for watching. I'll hopefully see you in the next video, and until then, everyone, peace out for now.